So back in 2012, Renault launched the Duster in the Indian market. Well, that is the car that actually brought the craze for compact SUVs in the Indian market. Fast forward to 2026 and this is what we have. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the all new Renault Duster and we are going to drive this today and tell you everything you need to know about this SUV. So let's start off with the front end, and the very first thing you'll notice that the design is completely different. You have the Duster badging across the grille. A lot of piano black finishing have been used over here. You have the silver finishing on the grille. Apart from that, it has level 2 ADAS. So you have the radar that is placed inside over here. Then you have a front parking camera. That's the part of the 360-degree camera that this car gets. Apart from that, you have sensors at the front. And if you see the headlights, very sleek headlights, DRLs on top. You don't get a connected DRL, but this is the DRL. And you have the lights over here. Well, the fog lights are right over here that act as cornering lights as well. And you have some vents over here that channel air, cooling down the tire and the brakes. And obviously it helps with aerodynamics as well. Now, let us quickly check out the side profile of the car. So now, this is the side profile of the car. Let me tell you the ground clearance of the Duster. 212 mm of ground clearance is what you get with the all-new Duster. Well, that's a decent amount of ground clearance is what I feel will take you through bad roads, through broken potholes, and whatever the city has to offer to you. Now, you have the Duster iconic badge over here with the Renault badging. Body-colored ORVM integrated indicator, body-colored door handles over here. Roof rails that are really chunky, and just look at these alloy wheels. 18-inch alloy wheels, diamond cut alloy wheels. Now the manual variant does not get the diamond cut, it gets all blacked out alloy wheels. This looks nice. The tire profile is a 225/55 R18, which actually is going well with the car size. If you see it from far off distance, it's actually looking good. Well, this is the door handle for the rear. Some body lines and creases that come from there. The headlight ends over here and then again starts from here and goes all the way to the tail light. That's the fuel filler cap. It says up to E20 only. Body cladding is there to give it that SUV feel, look, and a little more muscular when you see the car approaching. A big panoramic sunroof is there on top. You have a shark fin antenna. That is the spoiler, some overhangs, all finished in gloss black, and it is actually looking very nice. So overall, what do you think about the side profile of the Duster? Let us know in the comment section because we definitely liked it. So now this is the rear section. Again, you have the Duster badging right in the center like you have it in the grille. Renault logo over here. You have a camera that's right over here. Parking sensors that are across. Apart from that, this is the turbo petrol variant, so you get the turbo 160. That means it produces 160 bhp of power. Wiper with the washer, defocus, high stop mount light, and yeah, that's the spoiler and the shark fin antenna as I showed you. Apart from that, you get this connected LED tail light. Looks nice. Actually, it's a full LED unit. At night, it definitely looks good when the car is passing by. We open the boot. Check this out. You now get an electronic boot with the Duster. How cool is that? One of the best features I like. So that's the boot space. 518 liters of boot space is what you get over here. It's a lot of boot space. You have a boot light. Open this up and show it to you. Okay, the spare tire is not there, but you have a tire puncher kit right over there. And yes, you have some luggage. 2 cabin bags are already there. Apart from that, you can fit in at least 3 more cabin bags. So 5 people, luggage of 5 people is not a problem. And the best part, just press a button and it's an electronic tailgate. It will close automatically. Now, let's go to the inside and tell you what you get on the inside of the all-new Duster. Let's start off with the rear section over here. Now, the seat is not adjusted according to my height right now. I've just moved it a little back, but yeah, the seats are scooped up, so you will have this decent amount of space. Under thigh support is good. 3 adjustable headrests are there. You can adjust it and go peacefully. Well, you can't adjust the recline function of the seat. Well, that's not a problem because the seats look and feel very comfortable. Contrast stitching all over, and you can see you have this armrest, 2 cup holders, a mobile charger right over here. You also have AC vents in the middle. Apart from that, 2 Type-C charging sockets. And yes, that actually sums up the rear section. That is the sunroof, and you also have a clear view when you're sitting at the rear from the sunroof. These lights are basically, they are touch function. There's no button, so you just touch the light, it switches on and off. That's a really good thing, and gives it that premium touch is what I feel. And I think I mean, there is space behind. I'll not say there is not space. I mean, right now I'm not adjusted this seat, but yeah, I sat in another car where I adjusted the seat according to my height. My height is 6'1" for reference, and I was comfortable enough. So yeah, that sums up the rear section, but they should have given a sunshade is what I feel. They have a coat hanger on either side, but the sunshade would have been necessary, especially during the peak summer season that we have over here. So let's go to the front end and tell you about that. A few things that we have over here. Let me switch on the car and adjust the seat a little bit. Okay, so dashboard is completely new. It's got this nice touchscreen that has inbuilt Google inside it, so you have navigation. I mean, you don't need to connect. You have Google Assistance over here. You don't need to connect your phone if you want to use navigation. You can just directly use it from here. You have a full digital cluster that looks really sporty, and yeah, it definitely gives a good feel to the cabin when you're sitting inside. Gives it that premiumness. This is where you switch on and off the screen, and this is where you adjust the volume for your sound system. If you see over here, you have carbon, like a carbon fiber finishing over here. It's not actual carbon fiber, but on the door, on the dashboard, you get it. Soft touch material on the dashboard a little bit, on the door also silver finishing over here. You have this double D-cut steering wheel that looks good. Apart from that, this can be adjusted for tilt and telescopic both. Steering mounted controls on either side looks really nice. You have the ADAS controls right over here. This part of the buttons, I mean, on the steering wheel controls the infotainment system right over here. Apart from that, you have a dual zone climate control, where you have physical buttons right in the center. That actually looks good. Nowadays everything is on a touch basis, so I mean, seeing buttons is really nice. You have a frameless IRVM. Apart from that, you can see that the sunroof starts from here, so it starts ahead of the driver, so it's a good thing. You have a vanity mirror with light for the driver, and you have a vanity mirror with light for the passenger as well. Now, the seats are ventilated also. You can see that the button is right over here. It has 3 settings. And apart from that, both the seats are electronically adjustable, and you have a manual lumbar support for both seats. Seats are these bucket kind of seats, look good. As you can see, the headrest is actually like shaped like this, so I mean, it gives it that bucket kind of a feel. Plus, you have these neon stitching with the black and this dark green finish that actually is looking very nice. That's your gear lever, your electronic parking brake. You have a dedicated button to switch off the ADAS system, which is actually nice. Auto hold, electronic parking brake, storage space over here, storage space over here, storage space on the door as well, and these are your controls for your ORVM. And apart from that, I will tell you that this is a very nice place to be. I mean, the cabin is looking absolutely fantastic. We had the old Duster for a very long time in our fleet, and I think this is a major upgrade over that. I mean, it definitely is, because everything looks very premium. The fit and finish quality is excellent over here. So now let's quickly drive the car and tell you how is this 1.3 liter turbo petrol engine with 160 bhp to drive. So now we are the driving seat of the all-new Duster. Now this particular one that we are driving is the 1.3 turbo petrol engine. You also have a 1 liter, and you also have a strong hybrid, that's a 1.8. Well, the strong hybrid one is not yet out, but it will be out soon by Diwali. And this particular variant produces around 160 bhp, 280 Nm of peak torque, and it's mated to this dual clutch transmission gearbox. Well, that means that the gear shifts are absolutely fantastic on this. So as far as the power delivery is concerned, obviously it's a little linear at the front, but once the turbo kicks in, you can see I'm just flooring it, and you have some good pickup in this. Well, the gearbox is absolutely nice. You also have paddle shifters. You have driving modes over here. Now, if you talk about the driving modes, you can see that you have this eco, you have comfort, and then you have a multi-sense pressure. Basically, it's an individual mode that you can configure on your own. Apart from that, it actually is a very good vehicle to drive. The suspension setup is nice on this. It's not very firm, but it's not soft also. So technically, you are somewhere in between. It's kind of offers the best of both worlds, is what I actually like about this car. So the steering response is also good. Suspension, as I'm mentioning, is nice. Seats are comfortable. Actually, they are good. They have good cushioning. They have good under thigh support. It's ventilated. Three levels of adjustment of ventilation. And apart from that, it is actually a good car to drive. It's a driver-focused car. So now, as far as the safety is concerned, obviously you have level 2 ADAS, you have 6 airbags, and apart from that, you have all the other gimmicks that this car can get. So actually, in this price range, I think it's a very good product that's being offered. We've not driven the 1 litre. We'll be driving the 1 litre turbo petrol very soon, and we'll be telling you about that car as well. But this thing definitely packs a lot of punch into it, and it is a good car to drive. I mean, you have power on tap. You can control it manually, and apart from that, it is a good driver-focused car. So yeah, it's a big thumbs up from our side of the all-new Renault Duster, which has the 1.3 litre turbo petrol engine. So guys, this was the all-new Renault Duster. Let me tell you the price of this car. Now this is launched at a price of rupees 10.5 lakh rupees. Goes all the way up to the 18.5 lakh rupee mark ex-showroom. Well, these prices are for the 1 litre turbo petrol and the 1.3 litre turbo petrol that we have right now with us. Well, the strong hybrid version will be coming soon in the Indian market, somewhere around the Diwali season or by the end of this year. So the prices will be out. It will be slightly expensive, obviously, than this. If you have anything else you need to know about this car, let us know in the comment section. We will get back to you on that. Until then, let us know how did you find the all-new Duster. We are waiting for you to comment down and let us know what is the best feature that you liked about the all-new Renault Duster. I'm Pramit signing out. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, be safe and drive safe.